up, everyone? Welcome to another unboxing video here on the channel, which means you're only going to see this ugly face for about a minute. Because 3 new deck sets just came out in America World, and while you guys may think I was going to pick up Gramgrace, because you know I am a Graham Cracker Dragon boy, also plays the Dark States, so I went for the Dear Days villain instead. Look at this freaking Fabio boy. Of course, I am interested in the other two, so if you do want to help support this channel so I can afford to buy more decks, make sure to check out my page on TCG Player, where we sell card game stuff, of course, or, you know, raise energy. Good energy drink, slightly healthier, code SkyRage saves you 15% on all of your orders. Revsports.com or check link below. But, let's go ahead and move on to camera 2, and open this bad boy up. Actually, I'm gonna do it here. I want to use the sword. Don't try this at home, kids. Unless you have a sword. In which case, still don't try it at home, kids. Alright, let's see what we got in here. So, of course, it's going to come in one of these nice little fancy deck boxes, kind of like the Chronojet one and the other Stride Boy that no one cares about. But this time, we got this cool looking dragon and this... I'm never going to get over how Fabio, the villain of Dear Days, is. Besides, look at the dragon. This is cool art. Neat. Open it up. We got a deck box here. It's a high quality one, just like the one that came in Jet once again. So that's pretty cool that you get a nice little deck box in here. Think about, oh god, I need to trade for the Gramgrace one. I need to pick up a Gramgrace one at some point. And of course the deck itself will go over in a second, and some sleeves. So that's really cool. These are the high quality Butcher ones? I think they are. So that's not bad. I mean, it's about a $40, $45 thing. So you do get a deck holder. A set of sleeves are usually about like 20-ish bucks online. And a decent deck box. So right there you get some value. Not even counting the fact that there's a full deck in here. But the part you guys care about is the cards themselves. So let's take a look. Oh, these are all common. So we'll start things off with the ride line here, which is actually shared between 2 of the decks because they both have very similar cards. Look at the starter. Freaking Gear Dragon. This is sick. Like, if we didn't already have Chronojet, this would be my starter in everything now. It's probably gonna be my starter in every deck that's not Chronojet. Grade 1 skill. When it's wrote upon, draw a card, choose a card from your hand, and discard it. So it's just a cycle draw on ride. Kind of mid, drawing cards is always nice. Maybe like if you have stuff based on your discard pile, you can do something with it. But I think you're just gonna use the freaking unicorn for your ride line, just full charge cards. Then the grade 2 for it is another Gear Chronicle card. Like, you were so close, Bushiroad. Just give us another Gear guy and we can just have a cool Gear Chronicle ride line. And the grade 2 says, when you ride from the ride deck, you could ride with Soul Blast 1 instead of choose a card from your hand and discard. Once again, free rides are always amazing. You're just gonna Soul Blast to do whatever. But for a skill I'm gonna talk about in a second, I'm not sure if you really want to Soul Blast cards. Still really good, just maybe not for this deck. Then the big boy. Here he is. Favrneel, Purgatory Dragon, Deity. What's going on a dragon diet now? How's this a dragon? This looks like a demon. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 different skills. That's a lot. First of all, you can only have 1 of him in your deck, which means have fun persona riding, JK. Skill 1, at beginning of your main phase, your opponent chooses one of the rear guards, retires it, and if you did not ride this turn, he's gonna get plus 10, plus 1 crit, making up for the fact that you don't persona ride. He's always gonna be a 23k critical during your turn for onwards. Then what he does with this, your opponent's rear guard is retired, you could soul charge a card from your hand to draw a card. Neat, this is what the cycle draw should be for this. Just put a card into your soul, because you know you're a soul-based deck. Dark States, they do stuff with soul. And that's important for his last skill, because once per turn, at the end of battle it's attacked. If somebody grades of Dark State cards, I guess I just did that because crave for premium or whatever, and your soul is 13 or greater, CB2, stand this boy, and he gets -1 drive check. So you have a restander that can't persona ride, but automatically gets crit plus. You can be a 23k double beater that does give you 3 drive checks a turn if you have 13 or more grades in soul. So how do you get that 13 soul and plus off the fact you don't persona ride? Let's take a look at what else is in the deck. This is a reprint. Counterblast 1, put the soul, look at top 2, choose 1 among them, call it to rear guard, the rest goes in soul. Wait for him, not bad. This is okay. Essentially just a CB1 soul charge 2 selectively and call a card. I can see this obviously being the one deck that cares about him because you didn't really have one in the past that did, except maybe Dredrel. So pretty solid reprint. This is another Scythe Boy. Look at all these Scythe Boys. This was promo before. It has 2 effects. First of all, Soul Blast 2, your opponent chooses a rear guard and retires it. I'll proc off your Favrneel's on retire ability to let you soul charge more cards and draw more cards. Then when this attack hits, soul charge 2. Refunds its cost for retire for an on hit. Not sure how much on hit's gonna matter, but you do have a restanding dude, so maybe. What else you get? The bullet, please tell me you still have the same flavor text. Please tell me. The Zodiac Time Beast. Okay, we're cool. We don't need to read anything else. It's me. I am Jared. And this is Time Jarrett Dragon. Real simple skill, on place, you get to choose a card from your hand, put in soul, draw a card. Once again, you just want to selectively soul charge with this deck, so that's amazing. There's also a Grey Tube Silverthorn with the exact same skill. It's on screen right now. But 13k Gear Chronicle looking card that has my name and believes in Zodiac Time Beast. If this thing was Vanguard Rearguard, this would be the avatar right here. Here's a new card. You get 4 of them. Purgatory Baron Herodes. Got 2 skills. First of all, at the end of battle, that attack, if you're a Favrneel, put this into soul, choose one of your guards, and retire it. Obvious proc is obvious. Second skill, in soul. At the beginning of your ride phase, if you have a Vanguard that's Favrneel, find this card, discard a card from your hand, activate Persona Ride. Till end of turn, you can't Persona Ride a ride. You're not riding anyways, you're a Favrneel. But this is the way that you can Persona Ride in the deck. If we're not going to spoil the last card in here. By the way, pick this up and you'll get reprints of the expensive Regalia's piece. But this is going to give you a proc on your skill and let you Persona Ride. So really solid card. You're definitely going to be running all 4 of these in the deck. Hey, it's another promo. I ran this in Chronojet for a while. At Soul, if you did not ride this turn, you get grade +2, grade 4 in Soul for Favrneel. Nice. And you can bind it when your Vanguard attacks. If you did not ride this turn, your partner is going to get +5. So it gives you a mini Persona Ride on attack. You just mini Persona Ride and then it gives you normal Persona Ride. Really cool. Like, we've had this for a while. I think I've got a playset of foils, but it's good now. Oh, nice. We got the Gear Boy. Only 2 of them. This is a 10k shield if you happen to have 7 more cards in Soul. And when you guard with him, you go into Soul. So I'm not sure how viable it is. I've never really played him too much, but I mean, it is a 10k shield that gives you +2 Soul for Favrneel. This also gives you + Soul. You get 2 of them. This is Gungaram. You've heard me talk about him in 10 bajillion different decks. On place, Soul Charge 1, he is another version of Swirler or any of the other on place Soul Charge effects. Darkseid has like 10 billion great ones that do that now. And you can Soul Blast 3 to draw a card. Not sure how much you could be using this effect now that your soul count actually matters, but having draw power is always nice. And you get 2 of this girl. She came out of the starter deck for Gradual. It says that on place, look at your top 2. Choose a card among them, put them to soul, put the rest up on your deck. Top 2 scry, 1 goes to soul. Very much like this guy, but is a free effect, doesn't have any counterblast tied to it, but it's a great one. So this is gonna be like your booster to do this thing, I guess. I don't know. Perfect cards. Ooh, we got Repel Malice. Do we get 4 of them? Yes, thank you. Perfect. Perfect. Over trigger. No, we look at it. Good. We got Somber. We got the Dragon. These are 2 cool crits. We got Gear Chronicle Boy. These are good crits. Then we got, I mean, it's Nightmare Doll, so it's like 2nd place on heels behind Mognush. Alright, then finally, each of these decks does come with some extra bonus cards. I already spoiled this one. That's the chalice that lets you activate Persona Ride, which is really good in a deck that can't Persona Ride. Solid pickup. I haven't been running as many decks as I used to, but I mean, I might more now. Alright, looking at the cards, we're just going to do it this way. So I revealed the last ones. We got this boy. This is not a reprint. This is a new card. It says when it attacks a Vanguard, if your Vanguard is Favrneel, put another rear guard into soul, choose one of your opponent's rear guards, retire it, and some of your Darkseids is 13 or greater, countercharge 1. So it's your countercharger for the deck. God, I'm going to need to pick up more of these if I want to run it. I mean, it's grade 3 that goes to soul to activate Favrneel and gets your countercharge, so that's pretty not bad. It's going to be a thing that you're scalping on TCG Player for. By the way, TCG Player, check out my store. Not going to have this guy on there because I'm probably going to run in this, but, you know, help support channel or whatever. Whoop. Next up, we got, Crimson Expeller. This is a classic. This may around some set too. It's just when it attacks Vanguard, Soul Charge 1, and if it's in Soul, you can Counterblast 1, drop it, the Soul Charge 1, choose one of your Vanguards, give it +10. Honestly, you could maybe run this as red. No, I like the game. Yeah, and maybe run a Ride over that, just because he does have an instant ability. This is really nice because it lets you ramp. I guess this is your aggression for the deck. If you want to have grade 2 turns, you just play a bunch of these dwarfs and be like, haha! Super easy to pick up. This is a very old card. Not a bad reprint. Gives you +10 on your Vanguard, so that's pretty solid. And we got 2 more here. I'm just gonna do this one first and that one last. There's a Swirler. I mean, I got my playset, so I shouldn't be too excited, but ladies and gentlemen, this is how you get your Brainwash Swirlers. You want Brainwash Swirlers. It's freaking Gungaram that gets +5, Dorian on crack. This is a good card. Always run this in Chronojet over GG. Then the final card is a Falcade. So you get Circus Kitty Cat. It has the effect that when it boosts an attack, you can take one card that doesn't care something in Soul, shove her in Soul. So this is automatically going to happen, unlike Zargon, that's an on hit, but it is a little limited in the fact that you can only target grades that aren't currently in your Soul. So if you already got grade 3s, you can't target grade 3 or 2 or 1, so on and so forth. It's, I don't know if I'd run it in this tech particularly, maybe a Zargon over it, but it's a good Falcade. It's a good card. It used to be really good. It might still be expensive, I don't know. I've got a playset of framers I run in whenever I run Dreadful. So that's the deck. Pretty solid little pile of cards right here. And really nice that you do in fact get a case, deck box, and sleeves as part of the deal. Definitely would recommend picking this up as a pretty good introductory deck, and the fact that it's a unique Vanguard. Like, we haven't seen anything that doesn't really Persona ride outside of stride-based decks. Once again, like I said at the top, if you guys want to help me pick up the other two, I would love to do profiles on Orphist and my boy Gramgrace, but I'm not made out of money, so if you want to help support the channel, make sure to check out TCG Player and Raise Energy. This is getting way too close. But as always, thank you for watching, and until next time, always embrace the infinite.